Hi, I had a couple of requests for a bit more details on the Bushnell Backtrack GPS devices. I've got two which work really well. This is the one I mainly use, but I've also got a backup for when I go overseas or send my son this when he's overseas so he can find his way back. They're both very similar in what they do. They're very basic. So the first thing is you turn it on. And you'll see it's trying to get a GPS signal. I'll come out the light a bit so you can see it. So it takes a little bit for these to get a signal. I use these a fair bit out the bush. You get turned around out the bush when you're detecting, and it's a bit complicated sometimes to find your way out because everything looks the same. So consultation with the family, this is what I've had to do. Okay, so it's found a GPS signal. As you can see, the little satellite dish there on the right hand side, and then you've got your battery indicator. So I am 44.6 kilometers from where I was yesterday. So little motor car there. There's three different stages. You can change it to just the north here, so it shows you it's 85 degrees. My house was 58.6 kilometers. That's the little house symbol. I can set the car. Now to set it, just hold the mark key down until it zeros, and that's it. So what happens now is when I walk away, it will tell me how far I am from where I marked that position. It takes a couple of seconds for it to happen. Out the bush is really good. So that tells me now I am 6 meters away from where I marked. So I can just follow the arrow back. Which is good. So yeah, you keep an eye on the meters away or kilometers and your arrow. I usually pay more attention to the meters or the kilometers because sometimes the arrow gets a bit confused, and as you're walking towards it, the arrow starts pointing the other direction. As you can see, it tells me I'm 7 meters away, but I'm going in the other direction. So if I walk towards it, so it's dropped down, but the arrow still tells me I'm going the wrong way. So to fix that, how you do that, and on the Bushnell website, what you do is you have your GPS tracker and you go figure eights around the place to try, because what that does, it zeroes in and makes the GPS a lot more accurate. So do that for a bit, and hasn't picked it up yet, but not too far away. But it's, they're very good out the bush. The other one is exactly the same, and that's about it. They're not real complicated. Turns themselves off. So if you're out bush, I usually have this attached to my pocket. This automatically turns itself off, and when I turn it back on, finds GPS, and I can find my way back. Okay, hope that helps. But yeah, not real complicated. And the other one is almost exactly the same. So now it's found a GPS, and it just turns itself off as it goes. The other one, I'm not sure which model you've got. This one works really well too. It's just a different model, different screen, but they're very durable. And I had a question whether you could replace the LCD screens. Well, no. Really, if you break a screen, you break it. It's like a lot of phones now. Unless you're buying a high-end $1,000 device, you know, phone screens can't get them. So I was trying to find a GPS, as you can see, a signal. How you going, Alice? You're a bit cold, are you? Yeah, it's a bit cool in the sun. I won't hassle you. So at the moment it's set on the car, so location for the car. The main thing you got to remember is make sure you set these before you leave the car, so it knows exactly where you can go to get back. I find these more accurate than a phone. And just ran out of batteries. It's really good. I don't know, I was still trying to find it. I just went to sleep. These are really good on the batteries too, but they're just two AAAs, so keep a spare set in the back. But yeah, not real complicated. They're nice devices. So anyway, I hope that helps, and I'll catch you later. See ya.